Hi, welcome back to It's Whatever, right? I'm your host, Jen. If you're new to the show, please subscribe. Also, I do have secret podcasts that I have on Patreon, so please go check that out. They're podcasts that no one else gets to hear. Um, with that said, please go help and support my channel through Patreon. Um, with my Patreon, I do have where I keep my photography collection and other writing and videos that nobody else gets to see and doesn't make it out. As you may know, obviously, because I do mention this in other previous podcasts, I do have a main YouTube channel, Jen Moose. So when you get a chance after listening to my podcast of It's Whatever, right? Go check that out. I'm also a writer, so go check out my writing on Vocal and follow me there. I do have a Facebook page, The Jen Show, that you can go and subscribe and follow, and it's just a Facebook page where all of this, all of the above, will be posted there. So you don't, so it makes it much easier for you to follow. Um, and in today's episode of It's Whatever, right? We are going to talk about advice of the day and what to do during the times of being on lockdown. My advice of the day is to pick up a good book and make yourself a very good cup of coffee. Either sit on the porch with a nice blanket and some PJs and to spend the day reading. To help, you gotta get out somehow, so you might as well do it through reading. Books are good for you to begin with, anyways, to help expand your mind. Um, we are finally at the podcast 9. Whoop, month going into month 3 now. So that's exciting. Um, and if you have listened to my show of It's Whatever, right? This far, then I thank you. And please, make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. It does mean a lot. The more views, the more watch time hours and subscriptions means better for me in the end. Um, By now, I'm sure that you all are very annoyed between the government, the news, and even social media telling you that you need to stay home unless you need to go to work, more or less for essential workers and or getting groceries and medications and stuff like that. And everybody who is staying home, we are grateful for those who are doing so. Um, with that said, so today I thought maybe I would share some of my interests that I do because I am an introvert. I hate going outside, and now that everybody's in fucking side, the hell. And I'm kind of like a hermit, so I feel like I have been preparing for this, like being an introvert and being a hermit, like preparing this for my entire life. Because now, all you extroverts are at home and going like, what the fuck do I do? Well, people, I am here today to tell you some of my, like, give you some of my interests and hobbies that I enjoy doing around, and I do have like a list of things and that I have started picking up myself on doing. Because even though I'm an introvert and a hermit, I do enjoy going out like to the gym or doing the stairs or something, but now we can't. So, yeah. Some of the things that I normally do while being an introvert is obviously, this is my 9th podcast. Um, Doing podcasts is a mix of a new, I wouldn't say a career change because I've always been into this stuff anyways and trying to make this a full-time career, but maybe you could pick up a podcast and start listening to other podcasts, or maybe you could do a podcast show yourself. That's just something I'm into. So I like to draw and paint and do silly little stupid videos for YouTube. Reading is cool. But anyways, the list of things that I have written down, like I made a whole list of things that you could do that I've actually been doing myself at home, is since that we're not physically allowed to do anything because everything's closed, I was finally able to deep clean my bedroom. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it my bedroom, considering that my bedroom, my office, and my art studio is literally the same room. Yeah. Fun times. So it's more messy than usual because I have bedroom, art room, office, same bedroom, same space. So it often gets super messy. So it was kind of nice to deep clean my closet. I watched, it was like a while ago, this Netflix special called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. It's basically a lady who, pretty much, it's like goes and helps people who have too much shit in their house and basically helps them. Like, for example, I went through my closet, like I had just stated, that things, I went through my clothes and kept all of my clothes that fit, that I wear regularly, like on a day-to-day basis, and clothes that actually bring me joy, and so essentially my favorite clothes. And getting rid of clothes that don't fit, that realistically I will never actually fit into realistically, and clothes that maybe I wore once, or even clothes that I have bought in 5 years ago and they still have the tag on them. So pretty much got rid of shit I don't wear and probably will never wear. And my closet never looked better, to be honest. I've actually been doing that for a couple of years, even before I started to watch the show. So, but today, what's left is clothes that I physically actually wear and bring me joy, hence the favorite clothes. Or going through my office and pretty much getting rid of extra shit that doesn't even belong in my office, and the same thing with my art supplies. I recently got some new art supplies, like some more paints and new paint brushes, which is actually fantastic. Usually I get my art supplies at the dollar store, shitty quality, so it's kind of nice to have better, nicer paint brushes, for an example, and paints. So basically went through all of that and got rid of maybe any paint that was expired or it was empty, or like I said, I used to get my paintbrushes at the dollar store, but now I have a really, really nice set of paintbrushes. So I got rid of any paintbrushes that were kind of stupid and shitty looking. and that were just basically at the end of their life. So, and going through all of my old artwork, and to kind of like, because like I said, I have 3 different rooms and combined into one room. So I don't really have much space in my room to begin with. So just took all of my old artwork and took a pictures or made it into some sort of collage, or I had transferred them into my sketchbook, which kind of helped save extra room and stuff. So then looking at my room now, it's kind of like it looks empty, but it's more manageable to keep organized and to keep clean, because I really only have stuff that I use regularly and it's not a giant mess. I also went, mind you, my home is always clean. It's always on the clean side, but I also deep cleaned my kitchen, like going through stuff that's expired, or going through, like, I'm very clumsy, so I always have like extra cups, but when I moved out like 6 years ago, I had bought a plate set, and it came with like a set of large plates, small plates, a set of cups and bowls. Um, it came with like a set of cups, and then I think my mom gave me another set, so I have like 8 little mugs. Um, they don't really hold a lot of coffee. It's like a small cup. So I got rid of those, and I also realized that I have like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 shot glasses. And I'm one person. What one person needs 16 shot glasses? If so, you need help. So, yes, something, or even like containers, going through all my containers. As you may know, I'm going sustainable, or working on my sustainable living, sorry, I should say. So, going through my containers on ones that don't really work anymore, or just completely falling apart. So, and the same thing with cooking utensils. Why do I need 5 of the same spatula? That just seems silly to me. I have like the next week off of work. Unfortunately, I am an essential worker in my day job, but I finally have a week off. I was supposed to this week drive to the east coast of Canada, PEI, Nova Scotia area, for this upcoming week, but for the obvious reasons, I'm not going at all. For fuck's sakes. So, the other thing that I'll be able to do is this week is finally get to deep clean my car. I mean, I don't really have much shit in my car anyways, because I sit in all day while going to work. So I tend to try and keep it clean, but like it'd be nice to deep clean my car, as in like to vacuum the carpet, wipe down the interior, get rid of all the germs and the dog snot off of my windows. So, and maybe if I get a chance, it's not too cold, I get to wash the outside of my car. That would be pretty nice to be able to do this week. Just in general, it kind of feels nice to, even though we're all in lockdown, to actually be able to deep clean things in general. Yeah, you're able to clean on a regular basis, but when you're always on the go or always working, it's kind of nice to not. I mean, it sucks when the gym's locked you can't go work out, or the mall's closed, just in general, or even the stairs are closed. So it's not like I can go for a run, and I mean, I could around the neighborhood, but I don't want to. I'd rather just run from one set of stairs to the other. But can't because it's closed. But just in general, it's kind of nice when you don't really have anything else to do. Well, you do, but you're forced not to. Just to be able to actually deep clean your home, it's kind of nice. I'm also taking this time to catch up on reading, and maybe you guys have a pile of books like I do that you could read. For me personally, I like to work on projects like painting and drawing and just writing. So maybe you guys can write a book. Um, like I said, I know it's hard to work out or exercise with gyms, parks, trails, stairs all being closed, but to be honest, that's not really a great excuse because you have the time, the hour, hour and a half to get to the gym and to actually doing your workout. So not having time to exercise isn't like an excuse because you did have time before. I know it's kind of hard. For me, I've been picking up extra hours at work, so I kind of got lazy there, but still no excuse. Um, there are things on YouTube. We all know you're watching YouTube because you're listening to this on YouTube. Um, to watch YouTube workout videos on YouTube, doing yoga or meditation. So we all know you have the time to work out. You don't necessarily need the gym. I mean, it's nice to physically get to the gym with the weights and equipment that they have, but at the same time, there is YouTube. There are videos on YouTube. I'm personally taking this time to revamp my eating habits. I mean, my eating habits aren't the greatest, but they aren't shitty. They're kind of like in between. I eat healthy, but I also like my junk food. So, like I had said, that I do have the next week over, so revamping my diet to eat more healthy. Let's see how well that goes, and I'll keep you posted in next week's podcast to see how well that actually turned out. But at the same time, don't forget to do your self care, like catching up on sleep. But don't get too lazy with that. Taking an extra long bath if you have a bathtub, have the luxury of having a bathtub. Just soaking your feet or having a pajama day or multiple pajama days, or maybe even like I know that we can't go out and there's really no place to go, but sometimes it's nice to get dressed and do your hair and makeup, and and even though you have nowhere to go, sometimes it feels nice to even look pretty. Don't forget to drink lots of water and coffee. Coffee's nice. Or maybe drink a glass of wine. Or the whole bottle. Maybe 2 bottles. Or even the whole box of wine. Nah, same thing, right? And this, don't forget to call people. I know that we can't physically see them, but maybe you could FaceTime them, or Skype, or I don't know, Discord, or whatever you people use to video chat. Um, and if you are able to, I'm currently in the process of doing this. Um, if you're able to do this, maybe you guys could do a garden, because I know it's kind of hard to get to the grocery store. Yesterday I did my groceries. I'm recording this on Good Friday. Everything's closed today, so had to do everything yesterday and do factor in the holidays, Easter weekend, so factoring in all of the holiday people, which I don't understand because we're not supposed to go to family gatherings. That defeats the purpose of self-quarantine. We're all going to be grounded longer. Please go home. But factoring those people, it was a good half an hour wait to get into the bloody grocery store. It's pretty cold yesterday. Yeah, I do know and realize that gardening, in order to get your tomato plant or get your cucumbers, it is going to be a few weeks before your garden starts to actually grow. But it would be nice to actually have your garden because it's less time you have to spend at the grocery store in general, especially since we're supposed to be on lockdown. Um, or even just picking up a new hobby at home or finding something. Like I had mentioned earlier, if maybe you could deep clean your home and you find some knitting supplies, maybe you could knit a blanket or just find some old paint. Maybe you could just repaint your house. I don't know. Find something. Or learn to cook something new or learn to cook in general. Considering that a lot of restaurants are closed, or maybe you could learn a new language. Or do what I do and follow my dog around all day and just do exactly what my cat and dog do, mimic them all day. Very entertaining. Maybe not for them, but, or, I mean, I do this all the time anyways, since I enjoy being inside. Catch up on your Netflix TV shows or movies or something. We all know that everybody has a list of shows and movies they would like to watch. Here's a great time to watch them. But I think you are getting an idea of what to do in the house and to keep busy. Oh, I got one more. It's very important of something that you can do and you should do anyways. It's very, 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 very important. Well, two things. Stop touching your fucking face, and after you take your shit, we all know you're buying up the toilet paper, but ain't buying the soap. I see the aisles, people. Wash your fucking hands. Sing happy birthday twice to yourself and wash your fucking hands. Thank you from the other people. With that said, I will wrap up today's podcast and thank you for listening to today's It's Whatever, Right podcast. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the show. I see the statistics. I know that there are more people watching the podcast than there are subscribed. Please, please, please do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and share so then other people can share the same experience as you, or don't. It's whatever. I don't really care. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please comment down below. Feel free to leave your personal opinion on today's conversation, today's podcast. I'm always up for debates in the comment section below. At the same time, if you have any topics that you would like to listen to or hear in the future, please comment that down below. I am willing to talk about what you people want to listen to. With that said, thank you. Till next time, bye.